It's like, oh yeah, I'm
We're
awake
live.
now. Hey. Anyway, I'm Lonnie,
I'm Amber.
and we're Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee, and this is our review of Stranger Things 2, Chapter 7, The Lost Sister.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna go ahead and throw this out there. This was my least favorite episode of the season so far.
They could have done better with it.
There was
That's the
almost
thing.
zero horror.
That could have been done a lot better. I was expecting better. Nah.
Like I read a headline right before we watched this episode that this story arc of 11 finding, her sister and all this was like the weak link of the season.
And that was
Uh,
correct.
They were right.
Yeah.
And the article didn't
It just could have
influence
been
me or
so
anything.
much better.
It could have been a heck of a lot better. I wasn't really big
It
on...
would have been a great storyline. I was looking forward to it, and it was just like,
You basically could have completely eliminated this subplot from the series, and it wouldn't have...
Well, hell, if it was just written better. Because, it's interesting to know that there are others.
Yeah.
And I will say it was really cool when the other girl made them all be invisible when the police went there.
Yeah, that was neat.
That was really neat. It was interesting to know that she was on a mission killing off these people.
Yeah.
That was good. But it was drawn out. It didn't need an entire episode.
Here's the deal. From the time they went after the dude who electrocuted Eleven's mother, from that point to the end of the episode was great.
Yes, pretty
But
much.
the first 25 to 30 minutes of this episode was filler. This was the first...
And they could have, they usually have multiple stories going on at once in an episode.
And this was focused all on
and
one thing.
There was no reason for it to be that way.
You remember The Walking Dead, after Glenn supposedly died in the dumpster?
Yes.
And then, the next 2 or 3 episodes was something completely different.
Yeah,
and everybody was like,
way too long.
And nobody cared what was going on in those episodes because of the cliffhanger.
There's plenty of people that was just like, fuck all this, I want to know what happened to Glenn. And I get cliffhangers, I really do. And they could have left it for an episode. But the next episode after that, they should have said something.
This would have been better off spliced into different episodes.
Definitely.
Instead of this giving its own, we should have picked right back up.
Yes, Cartoon, we are on 7 already. We're going to finish these today.
Yep, we are going to finish these today. We only have 2 more episodes, and we'll have these done by 6. Probably have these done by 5.
Yeah.
To be honest. This was an okay episode. My rating for this one is going to be an 8.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't...
Yeah.
The last 10 minutes were a 10, but nothing about this.
Yeah, the last 10 minutes was really good.
This episode never even came close to being an 11.
No, it didn't. I really think 8's kind of pushing it. I would almost really say a 7.
Okay.
Because it was good. There was some really interesting points.
11 has compassion that the other woman...
Did you just say Amber was right?
Yeah, I did.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Okay, so they were actually about to kill this dude. And
And she saw the picture of the kids, and she knows how she feels about her mother.
Yeah, and then they find out that he actually has his 2 daughters living with him. And that's it. She quits.
Because that's the thing. 11 can focus on a person, but not their surroundings.
Yeah.
So.
But, it was... That part was good. I'm not a really big fan of those TV shows or movies that do that stereotypical punk rocker 80s group.
But this is based in the 80s, and we're going to see stuff like that. We're going to see...
Was that really a thing, though, back in the 80s?
Yeah.
Or was that just a media thing?
No, that was totally a thing.
Okay.
Or at least in, movies.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I
don't know.
There
you know,
were
the dudes like the big spiked hair.
There were like punk, but
they kind of reminded me of the group from Return of the Living Dead.
Right.
Like the leather clad, punk biker types that are like running around. Here's the thing. Like, I'm gonna pull up. I know I've showed you the picture before, but I'm already having Walking Dead casting dreams. Of characters that haven't been introduced.
Yes.
And the woman.
Where are you going with this?
The woman that plays Eleven's sister.
Okay. Yes.
In this episode, I think, should be given the role of Princess in Walking Dead when she finally shows up.
Okay.
And that's her.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
I think it would be perfect.
So this has nothing to do with this stream. OCD Gamer wants to know, when's the next Skyrim stream?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tomorrow night will be Skyrim. We are going to do another video with some new games that we got before the end of the day. So Skyrim, now that I'm kind of getting close to the end of all the main quests and everything, I don't know if we're going to really focus as much on Skyrim, just for, like, I got rid of Morrowind, the Elder Scrolls Online. I got rid of it today and traded like a bunch of Pokemon cards and stuff in, and got a lot of credit at our local used game, movies, and bookstore. And so I got a few new 360 games, a couple of new PS4 games, stuff like that, and we're going to talk about that in another video. But Skyrim, we are probably going to focus on it for about another week, and then once I start to kind of wrap everything up, we're going to start focusing on some other games. I don't want everybody to get burnt out. I know everybody enjoys Skyrim, but we got to play some other stuff. Otherwise, I'm going to end up getting tired of the game.
Yes. He said, nice, I'll be there.
Awesome. Okay. But yeah, we will be playing tomorrow night, without a shadow of a doubt. So, this episode, I wasn't a huge fan of it. It was good, but it wasn't what we've come to expect this season. It was completely different. It had a different flavor. There was no horror. There was just some kind of creepy. It almost reminded me of like a X-Men type, mutants on the run type deal.
Yeah.
Do you think that the dude is still alive that she calls Papa?
Yeah, I think that's the thing.
That suddenly.
I know that, 8 was playing in her mind and all that.
The dude said he's still alive.
Yeah, the dude said he's still alive.
They were trying to kill.
And I don't think he would have made that up.
Yeah, because God only knows what would have happened to him if they would have found out he was lying to them.
Oh, yeah.
She'll probably end up going back to him. But now that they haven't killed him, he's going to be going to the right people saying, hey, they're still alive, they're running around together. And it wouldn't surprise me if they managed to catch her sister.
And she has to go on a rescue mission.
Either that or she ends up being used by the... Because here's the thing, if the dude's still alive, he's not with that same government agency anymore. He's probably...
He's in hiding.
He's either in hiding or they've made another separate thing for him. You never know.
That's probably more like it.
Like some super secret shadow agency of a shadow agency,
Yeah, that actually sounds pretty legit.
But yeah, I mean, I wasn't really a massive fan of this episode. It was, I mean, there were times if I ever lay down on the couch and prop myself up, that I'm not really.
But you're not feeling it, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it could have been worse. This season, right now for me is at a 10.5 so far. This didn't drag it down that much.
Yeah.
You could actually skip this episode almost. I know
No, there's some key point plots.
Yeah, there are some stuff.
It ain't nothing that you can't read.
It advanced the plot.
I mean, you could look it up and still be just as satisfied reading it on Wikipedia.
Here's the thing. You could probably watch... they don't have like a previously thing. This episode could have been wrapped up in a little 45 second...
On Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, whatever. Alright. Well, like I said, this episode, we're at 10 minutes. This episode...
Yeah, and this episode ain't worth more
It doesn't warrant that much discussion.
It does not.
I was not a huge fan. And she's on her way back. She is. She's on her way back to town. And she's
help her friends.
She's hoping to help everybody. And I'm curious to see these last two episodes. It's going to really hit the fan.
I know.
So these last two episodes are going to be, I don't even want to call them payoffs, because holy crap, the last 3 or 4 episodes before this have been payoffs. Like, they've been, like fan service like crazy. So, All right. Well, anyway, we're going to hurry up and get back to episode 8, which we only have 8 and 9 left, and we're going to watch it. What's the next episode called?
I don't know.
Let's pull it up and see. I haven't even looked.
The Mind Flayer.
Wow, let's see. An unlikely hero steps forward when a deadly development puts the Hawkins lab in lockdown, trapping Will and several others inside. I'm almost betting that the unlikely hero will be Max.
You think so?
Yeah, we'll see.
It says the Mind Flayer. So I almost wonder if 8's going to show up. But you see, she was so sad when 11 left her.
She was very, very sad.
She was so upset. She wanted her to stay. And even though she's kind of in the bad crowd and yada, 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 but they are on a mission to kill these people.
Yeah.
She desperately wants family. Who doesn't want that?
This next episode is going to be 47 minutes long, so look for us in the neighborhood of about 50 minutes.
The last one's an hour and a minute.
Yeah, the last one is over an hour. So.
Okay. All right. Well, let's wrap this up so we can start.
All right. Well, anyway, we're going to go ahead and wrap. We're going to watch. We'll be back in about 50 minutes. I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amber.
And we are Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux. This has been a very brief review and live recap of Stranger Things 2, Chapter 7, The Lost Sister. We'll see everybody in a little under an hour.